What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the legendary Founding Titan. So I want to go with a quick channel update to tell you what content is coming next to the channel. Um, Usually we do like a series on a game, and in this case we have 5 different games coming to the channel, each with their own mini series. And I'm kind of doing this to see where the audience kind of lies in, which one does, which series does the best. I'm whichever 2 games does the best. Whichever 2 games does the best is gonna be the ones I stick with on the channel. Now that doesn't mean that the other series that I do will be completely gone forever, but I'm going to prioritize 2 of these games, depending on how well they do. It's gonna be like uh, the 2 series that do the best on the channel when they're fully out. Those are the ones that I'm going to continue to do on the channel. Now, which games are we going to be looking at? So, like I said, there is 5. So 3 games will be eliminated from the main 2 once we get all the results back. Um, so the five different games are The Isle, which, as you know, I already have 4 videos out right now, 4, and we'll be coming out with Para soon. A Para video will be coming out soon. And then we have Stellaris. We have Skyrim, Soul Mask, and God of War. God of War is going to be another series. Uh, well, God of War has already been a series twice, but we're finishing up the second playthrough. I want to go through God of War at least 2 more times. 2018's God of War 2 more times. One being on the next hardest difficulty, and then after we actually get like all the best gear, I think it'd be very funny to go through it on the easiest difficulty, just because I've never done it on the easiest difficulty, and I think it'd be quite humorous to do so. Because by the time I get the God of War difficulty and I'm actually good at it, it's gonna be such an easy breeze through. Well, easy difficulty. So I think it'd just be funny just to watch me just completely dominate on God of War to show the true power of Kratos. I think would be quite hilarious to do. Um, but yeah, we have the Isle, Stellaris, Skyrim, Soul Mask, and Ragnarok will be coming out in September. That's why I'm also gonna be pumping out the God of War series quite quickly to get there. So when Ragnarok does drop, I can be very good at it, and we could just see how well Ragnarok holds up against the 2018 version. I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on that game. Been looking forward to playing it ever since I've heard about God of War Ragnarok. I'm a huge fan of God of War. Cannot wait for it. And then you know so as you can kind of tell, each one of those games are vastly different, though. The Isle is like a prehistoric dinosaur game that's surrounds survival. Millions of years ago, how it would be like for survival type of deal. And then you got Stellaris, which is like a grand strategy game with empires and you know ships, armies, just entire wars that can breach out. You got Skyrim, which is like a open world RPG sort of experience. Um, really getting it down with Skyrim with the medieval type of stuff and magic, fantasy, all that. You got Soul Mask, which is a lot of the same things as Skyrim, fantasy and medieval, but it's a little bit different. It's more of a survival game rather than a RPG. And then you have, you know, God of War, which, is a fighting style game. I think it's a very diverse list, and I'm really curious which 2 series are going to do the best. As, I go over a lot of games And I'm really curious which two of these series will do the best on the channel. I'm gonna be putting quite a bit of work into each one as far as like editing stuff goes, basic editing stuff goes. And I'm just gonna see what happens, you know. I'm thinking that Stellaris isn't gonna do too well. I'm thinking Skyrim's gonna be unmodded, by the way. Skyrim's gonna be like an unmodded playthrough because I've never done an unmodded playthrough on Skyrim on the channel, so I think that'd be kind of interesting to speculate, sort of deal. But yeah, like there's a lot of things I'm really looking forward to. I'm just kind of having a lot of fun with this at this point because, well, if I'm not having fun on the channel, then it's a problem because it affects my video as well, essentially. Because if I'm not really in it, if I'm not really into it, then obviously it's a problem. So I'm picking up these 5 games because I really do enjoy all 5 of them. The Isle, once I do all the legacy parts, as I'm going through right now, going through all the legacy dinosaurs. Once I complete that series with the Isle, I'm going to switch into the Isles of Rima, which is the different branch, and I'll do a series on that. I want to see which game I do prefer between or which branch I prefer on the Isle with Rima or Legacy. So it's quite a bit of things coming out to look forward to as well. But Halo Wars, as far as Halo Wars goes, I'm gonna be doing one final video for Halo Wars, and that will be it. I'll be officially done with Halo Wars for at least the rest of the year. Um, I will be doing Halo Wars. I might do some Halo Wars videos in December, but it's unlikely. Um, Halo Wars is kind of taking this channel by storm, as it does. It's like my top 10 videos are probably all Halo Wars, and it's by a country mile. And it's for a variety gaming channel, that's not a good thing. So I'm gonna be cutting back on Halo Wars until other series do just as well or even better than Halo Wars before I actually go back to it. This is how it is. I have to keep. I can't just have one game be the icon on my channel because that's not what I'm aiming for. So it's just how it is sometimes. Um, but that's all I got for you today about channel updates and all that. I hope it kind of. I hope there's a lot of things to look forward to for you guys. I know I'm really excited to see this next chapter for my channel, seeing all 5 of these games, and like I said before, whichever 2 series of the 5 do the best is going to be the ones that stay around for a while. Um, so God of War's, my God of War journey is far from complete. Now I do have to mention that though, if God of War does do bad, it's probably still gonna stay around anyway because I love God of War and I'm going to put God of War on the channel regardless if it does bad or not. But God of War has been doing decent. I don't think. I think the top of my head, I think the ones that gotta get eliminated are Skyrim and Stellaris. That's kind of how I'm thinking right now. Mainly because the Isle, or sorry, I think Skyrim and Stellaris will be eliminated because they're for Skyrim's case. There's just no mods on it, and people have seen what it's like without mods multiple times, obviously. So people might not be interested in that, I'm assuming. But I'm still gonna do an unmodded playthrough anyway, because I really don't know what I want to mod on Skyrim, really. And then for Stellaris, I feel like it's gonna get eliminated because it's just not that. Stellaris is more of a game that I like, even for myself. I'd rather play it than watch it. Um, but I do want to put Stellaris on the channel just to see if it can surprise me if people will be actually interested to hear my commentary while playing the game or not. We'll just have to see how it all goes. I've been going on for a little too long now, but I hope this kind of clears up everything what's going on with the channel, what's going to be coming up next. Let me know which series you're excited for the most out of the five, being The Isle, Stellaris, Skyrim, Soul Mask, and God of War Ragnarok. Putting those two together. Um, Let me know which series you are actually most excited for, and if so, why? Well, you don't really gotta say why, but just say whichever one you're most excited about, and yeah, really looking forward to showing you guys all these series, and I hope you guys have the good rest of your day. I'm gonna be having another The Isle video, hopefully today, but it might be tomorrow. Just depends. My para's been doing very bad, so we're just gonna see what happens. All right, guys, that's it. I'm done talking now. Hope you guys have a good one. Peace.